Her story began with silence. When she was born, the room that should have been filled with celebration instead filled with whispers. The doctor spoke in low tones. The nurses exchanged uncertain glances. Her parents were confused. Is it a boy or a girl? Her mother had asked. The doctor hesitated. Your child was born with both male and female sex characteristics, he said gently. In that moment, fear replaced joy. Back then, no one really explained things clearly. There was pressure to choose, to make things simple, to fit Patricia in a box the world would understand. Her parents made a decision to raise her as a girl, and they named her Patricia. Growing up always felt different, not in a way she could explain as a child, but in small, quiet ways. She noticed things. Her body didn't develop exactly like other girls. There were doctor visits she didn't fully understand. Conversations that stopped when she entered the room. At school, she tried to blend in. She laughed when others laughed. She followed what other girls did. But inside, question kept growing. Why do I feel like I don't fully fit anywhere? At 14, everything changed. After one particularly confusing medical visit, Patricia refused to leave doctor's office. I want the truth, she said firmly. Her parents looked at each other. The doctor took a deep breath, and then they told her about her path, about her body, about everything. Patricia felt like ground had disappeared beneath her. For days, she stayed quiet, not because she was ashamed, but because she was trying to understand. Who am I? She whispered to herself one night. It was the kind of question that doesn't have a simple answer. The turning point came from somewhere unexpected. Her mother. One evening, she sat beside Patricia and held her hand. We were afraid, her mother admitted. We didn't fully understand, but one thing has always been true. You are our child, and we love you exactly as you are. Those words didn't solve everything, but they gave Patricia something powerful, a place to stand. From there, Patricia began her journey not to become someone else, but to understand herself. She asked questions, she read, she spoke to doctors and explained things properly this time. Not with fear, but with clarity and respect. And slowly, she began to feel something new, confidence. Patricia chose to continue living as a woman, but this time it was her choice, not a decision made for her, a decision made by her, and that made all the difference. Years later, Patricia stood in front of a room full of young people sharing her story, not with shame, but with strength. I was born different, she said, but different is not broken. The room was silent. Then someone raised a hand. Were you ever afraid people would accept you, Patricia's wife? Yes, he said, but I learned something. The right people don't need you to fit in a box. They just need you to be real. At home, her life was full. Her parents was afraid had become her strongest supporters. Her friend knew the truth and stood by her, and Patricia had fought peace within herself. One evening, as she looked at her reflection, she smiled softly, not because everything was perfect, but because she finally understood who she was. Not a mistake, not a confusion, but a complete human being with a unique story. Patricia's journey wasn't about choosing